An ongoing dispute over voter registration records in Pennsylvania has sparked lawsuits, political debate, and a flood of claims on social media. Thanks for joining us tonight. For Fox 43 News, I'm Evan Forrester.
And I'm Amy Lutz. While there's no disagreement that only U.S. citizens may legally vote, there is disagreement on how states' voters' rolls should be reviewed. Fox 43's Macy Markham is here to explain what's at the center of the fight. Macy.
Yeah, much of the dispute started around this time last year when the Department of Justice requested voter rolls from several states, including Pennsylvania. Now, Pennsylvania and more than a dozen other states did not turn over the requested records, citing voter privacy concerns. And that's progressed into a lengthy legal battle in which the Department of Justice sued Pennsylvania and raised questions about how voter rolls are maintained in the Commonwealth. While the dispute over Pennsylvania's voter rolls has been playing out in court, last month, the Department of Homeland Security added a new layer to the dispute, saying in a letter to the state that a preliminary review found there may be as many as 14,576 non-citizens registered to vote in Pennsylvania.
So far, all that we've received is a letter from the Department of Homeland Security, which is public and all that. We responded to that letter asking for the methodology. Like, where did this number come from? We don't have any list, we don't have any methodology or how they came to come up with that number and to make that accusation. So we responded to them to ask those questions, and we don't yet have them.
While the Department of State waits for those answers, county election officials say new voter registrations already go through a series of required verification steps.
When a potential voter comes in and fills out an application, there's something called the HAVA Act, Help America Vote Act. And so we take the information that we've been supplied from the voter and marry it against that database to ensure that the person is a citizen here in the United States.
And officials say if concerns come up during that process, they don't stop at the election office.
If there's any suspect of fraud, we pass that right away to the district attorney's office. If we have a constituent that sends an email that has a concern that there's fraud going on, all of those get investigated because we want our voters and public to be assured that folks that are registered to vote in your county are legally able to vote in your county.
And the dispute goes beyond how individual registrations are investigated. Secretary Schmidt says it's also about the federal government's role in election administration.
Our Constitution is very clear in that it vests states with the responsibility and the authority to run elections.
For Pennsylvania voters, the rules have not changed. You must be a U.S. citizen and otherwise eligible to register and vote. The Department of Justice sued Pennsylvania last September over the state's refusal to turn over its statewide voter registration list. A federal judge later dismissed the case, and the DOJ has since appealed. Meanwhile, the Pennsylvania Department of State says it's still waiting for DHS to provide more information about how it reached the claim that more than 14,000 potential non-citizens may be registered to vote in the Commonwealth.
All right, Fox 43's Macy Markham, thanks so much.